Well, good evening, everyone. This is Mike Bass back again with another forecast update for you for this June the 30th, 2023. I'm hoping everybody's had a great Friday out there so far. Hope everybody uh, has a great Friday evening. Hope everybody continues to stay safe and well and also enjoy the weather because it's the only weather you got. Okay, in today's video, we're going to talk about your forecast for Saturday and Sunday for the beginning of July. Can't believe today's the last day of June and tomorrow will be July. It's hard to believe. And also we're going to take a look at the weather radar across the nation, take a look at the watches, warning, and advisories. Also take a look at the Storm Prediction Center overview and a few other products they offer. And also take a look at the National Hurricane Center forecast outlook for the tropics and the Atlantic Basin. Okay. If you're a new viewer that have not subscribed to my channel, consider subscribing. Love to have you. Like these videos, share these videos, and let's go ahead and get the show on the road here, folks. Alrighty, as you can see here, we got showers and thunderstorms over southern Canada. Quebec area looks quiet in the southern, well, like I said, we got quiet conditions over Quebec, Canada, southern Canada, but southwestern Canada. But we do have some down in southeastern Canada, around Montreal and Toronto, Canada area, and right along the Canadian U.S. border. Also, we got shower and thunderstorm from Maine through Boston, New York, Philadelphia, Washington, D.C., through the Carolinas, all the way down into Georgia, northern Florida, all the way back to Mississippi, also back in Oklahoma, Kansas, Nebraska, also into Texas, portion of Colorado through eastern New Mexico, and all the way down into northern Mexico as well. Here is Tropical Storm Boreas right here, Tropical Storm Adrian over here, a little further off behind the little map here. Also, we got shower and thunderstorms over North Dakota, portion of Minnesota, and northeastern Montana, right along and right in the southern portions of the United States Canadian border. Showers and storms also over here, portion of Montana, Idaho, and Wyoming. Up here in the red slashed area, up here around New York State and portion of northern portion of Vermont and New Hampshire area, we got some flash flooding, heavy rain possible. Also, we have more flash flooding possible in portion of Pennsylvania, all the way back to Nebraska, down in the portion of Tennessee and Kentucky. In the yellow slashed area here, from Missouri all the way into Pennsylvania, also Virginia, also down into North Carolina, upstate South Carolina, around the Atlanta metro area. This is severe weather possible in this region, also down here in western Texas as well. High pressure is in charge of you guys as weather in Minnesota, Wisconsin, South Dakota, all the way back to Vancouver, Canada, Washington State, all the way down to San Francisco and Los Angeles, into Arizona, southern Mexico, also over toward Dallas, Houston area, Louisiana, and southern Arkansas as well for quiet conditions. Also over toward Denver, Colorado, you guys will be fair as well. Got some shower and thunderstorm down here around Miami, Florida, to the Florida Keys as well for your Saturday. Alright, here's a look at your Sunday forecast. We still got quiet conditions from Quebec, Canada, to southeast Canada there, to southern Canada, and also back over to southwest Canada. Also, high pressure is in charge pretty much in the west coast, extending from Washington State, around Seattle, over to North Dakota, South Dakota, all the way down in the portion of Oklahoma, back over toward Iowa and Wisconsin. Back into Utah, Arizona, also into California, over around San Francisco and Los Angeles, also around the Gulf of California. We still have Tropical Storm Boreas over here just west of Guadalupe in Mexico. Also, here's Tropical Depression Adrian. Should be a tropical depression by sometime tomorrow. We got showers and storms right along the Canadian border down into Minnesota. Also, we got showers and storms over here in portion of Wyoming, back into Nebraska, down into Texas, also northern Mexico there as well. Also, we got more showers and storms around the Dallas-Fort Worth area, back up toward Chicago, Illinois, down toward Atlanta, Georgia, down toward Miami, Florida, the Florida Keys, to the Carolinas, all the way back into Maine, around Boston, New York, Philadelphia, also into Washington, D.C., also over toward Dayton, Ohio as well. We got in the yellow slashed area there may be some severe weather, possible in this region from Washington, D.C., Philadelphia, all the way back into Illinois, and also into Kentucky and Tennessee for your Sunday. All right, weather radar time across the nation. As you can see, we got scattered activity standing up here in southeast Canada over toward Nova Scotia, also Newfoundland, back into Maine, also back through portion of Washington, D.C., down toward eastern Virginia, a little bit here in North Carolina, South Carolina as well, scattered over the coastal waters there as well. Also, we got some showers, thunderstorm down in southern Florida toward the Bahamas. We got widespread showers and thunderstorms over Cuba. Puerto Rico Island looks pretty good at this time. Showers and thunderstorms also scattered about in Georgia, also into Mississippi, also in Louisiana, back up in Kentucky, also into Indiana, all the way over to southern Illinois, Wyoming down to Colorado, and also into ports of Texas, northern Mexico, southern Canada. Get some scattered activity in the southwest and options of Canada as well. Alright, Guam radar, got a few scattered showers around the island. Central and southern Alaska, got some scattered showers for you guys. And same for the Hawaiian chain islands, got a few scattered showers around the island there as well. Alright, let's take a look at the watches, warning, and advisory map for your locations across the nation. Alrighty, as you can see, we still got those air quality alerts extending from portions of Vermont down through New York State to Boston, Connecticut, New York, all the way down to eastern Virginia, West Virginia as well, North Carolina as well, portion of Ohio, also over here in all of Indiana, all of Michigan, northern Michigan there as well. We got that heat advisory extending from the Panhandle of Florida over to North Florida through much of Georgia, eastern and southern Alabama. Also over here in much of Missouri, eastern portion of Kansas, eastern Oklahoma, down in southeastern Texas, southwest Louisiana. Also, we got some heat advisories over here in portions of Washington State, also northern California, down in the portions of central and southwestern California as well. Also, we got severe thunderstorm warnings watches and warnings extending from eastern Kansas through Missouri, southern Illinois, all the way into Kentucky. Got ongoing severe thunderstorm warnings for you guys as well. Also, more severe thunderstorm warnings in effect in portions of Kansas, also in the Colorado and northern New Mexico as well. Heat advisories also for portions of southern New Mexico there. A few flash flood warnings, flood advisories for North Texas. We got this excessive heat warning in effect for much of Tennessee, southeast Missouri, central and eastern Arkansas, eastern Texas, northern and southeastern Louisiana, all of Mississippi, and western portions of Alabama and southwestern area. Well, heat warning is also in southern portion of Arizona, western Arizona, southern Nevada, southeast California, central California there as well. Flood watch is also in effect for eastern Wyoming, western portions of Nebraska there as well. Got a few flood advisories also in effect for a portion of Colorado, also over here in a portion of California as well. Red flag warnings are issued up here in a portion of Washington State, northern Oregon. Heat advisory, like I said, for portions of southern Oregon, also northern portion of California down to the southern California area as well. Alright, I got a few special weather statements for southern Texas, West Texas for heat and maybe some strong thunderstorm for you guys as well. Same over here in portion of Iowa and southern South Dakota. River flood warning still in effect for South Dakota and portions of Nevada. The Hawaiian chain island, y'all look good. Got a few special weather statements on the north side of Alaska. Alright, now let's take a look at the Storm Prediction Center overview. As you can see, over here in portions of the eastern Virginia up to Washington, D.C. and Pennsylvania, offshore, southern Florida, also across the upper Midwest, portions of Montana, back into portions of Colorado. There's those severe thunderstorm watches. We'll get to them in just a few minutes. Convective outlook, you can see it. General thunderstorms in the lighter green from Montana all the way into North and South Dakota, back into portions of Maine, down to Florida, back into Texas. Marginal risk in the darker green, extending from the Carolinas all the way back to Colorado and Wyoming and West Texas. Slight risk for the Panhandle of Texas all the way into Nebraska, also Kansas, all the way back into western Georgia and eastern Alabama. For a slight risk for severe weather. Current watches, as we can see, we got watches for northeastern New Mexico, eastern portion of Colorado, southwestern Nebraska, northwestern portion Kansas, also eastern Kansas through central Missouri, also southeast Missouri over into southern Illinois, into Kentucky, and also in the portion of Tennessee as well. The MDS discussion is currently talking about the current watches they had the issue for them locations. Alright, storm report. Currently as of this recording here, we had tornado report. We had 4 of them currently over here in Colorado. Also wind report. We had 67 of them, 2 with high. Currently right along the Georgia-Alabama border. Also up here portion of Virginia. Also up toward the Washington D.C. area. So southern portions of Iowa and right along the Missouri border there as well. Also over here in portions of Kansas, northern Texas, also western portion of Kansas as well. Hail report, we had 25 of them, 2 with large, generally over southern portions of Illinois, also into portions of Missouri, also western Kansas, northern Texas as well. So that brought the total storm reports to 96 as of the current recording. I do see more on the horizon over the next several hours to come. Fire weather, all areas are clear, so currently there are no areas of concern, fire weather danger, so we are A-OK in that department. And finally, we're going to wrap up this video with the National Hurricane Center Tropical Weather Outlook for the North Atlantic, Caribbean Sea, and the Gulf of Mexico. This is the remnants of Tropical Storm Cindy. Over the western Atlantic, a broad area of low pressure continues to produce disorganized showers and thunderstorms a couple hundred miles to the southeast of Bermuda. Upper level winds do not appear conducive for this system to develop into a tropical or subtropical cyclone, while it generally moves northeastward at about 10 miles per hour during the next couple of days. The formation chance through the next 48 hours is low, 10%. Formation chance through the next 7 days will be low at 10%. Alrighty, and the tropic looked quiet for a little while still, so got a little busy there. I think we're going into a quieter period, but they probably will start ramping up again in July and again in August. So get ready for more storms to start brewing in the Atlantic. So just want to give everybody a heads up on that. Alright. Well, I hope everybody enjoyed this video. Continue to stay safe and well. Like these videos, share these videos. Also enjoy the weather because it's the only weather you've got. Consider subscribing. Love to have you. And we'll catch you back in the next one.